What is management? Well, that's a pretty broad question relating to the leadership in a company, teamwork, tasks, facing adversity, and creating a sound product. It's the manager's job to create a team that's efficient and works well together. In Sonia Kukraja's article, What is Management?, she says managing an organization means getting things done with and through other people to achieve its objectives. So handing out tasks so that everyone has something to do is on the same page as everyone else in the company. In the OpenStax textbooks, they say managers are always changing their focus of attention to respond to issues as they arise. So that means taking in every problem and working through it step by step to make sure everything runs smoothly and there is no problems to face in the next day. It's a manager's responsibility to break down the big picture into many tasks and obligations for the rest of the team to complete as well as themselves. They have to have a set plan to reach their goals and make production go well, and everyone else on the team feels secure and sound in the obligation they have. What qualities would management want to avoid? What are those unhelpful behaviors, the unproductive attitude, maybe bad conflict, things that they want to avoid or things that they shouldn't avoid that plague a workplace, that make it a toxic environment for the rest of the employees who are working there? Destructive conflict in the workplace is one of those qualities that you just don't want. It doesn't lead to a learning outcome and creates a toxic environment for everyone who's working there. It doesn't lead to a great learning moment that can be produced and used in other circumstances. By hiding or avoiding the conflict, that creates an opportunity for it to deepen and plague an office. You have to head-on deal with the conflict and make sure that everybody understands what went wrong and how to fix it for next time and make sure things stay safe. Another quality to definitely avoid is abuse of power. Someone who's so power-hungry that they make the other employees scared or fearful to come forward. There's no connection there. The relationship between the boss and employees is therefore tarnished, and you can't have a good relationship that way. In Joseph Garvey's 7 Managerial Characteristics to Avoid article, he says, good managers recognize that the power ascribed to them is a privilege and not a tool to wield unjustly. He's saying that managers can't take decisions how they want personally. They have to think of the company's needs. Another unwanted trait in a manager is micromanagement. When the manager plays the employees like puppets and watches their every move, it leads to unproductive work. Fearful employees who don't feel that their work is appreciated and therefore don't want to work at that company. In Joseph Garvey's 7 Managerial Characteristics to Avoid article, he says micromanagement gives the impression you don't trust your employees. Now, with that being said, trust is a key element in any relationship. And without trust, you can't produce good work or an efficient product. What is the most important functions of management in a workplace? That's a great question. I'd like to think that it's all the tasks performed efficiently, which is efficiency above all else to create the best work environment. Whatever task a manager is currently doing, whether it be communicating, writing up a proposition, working with employees, it all has to be done efficiently. It has to be done to the best of their ability to create a great product and make everyone work together well. In the OpenStax textbook, it states, decisions are often based on the urgencies of the need and the proximity of the problem. So it's basically saying that things have to be dealt with in order, efficiently, to produce a great product. A manager must be efficient and use flexible tactics and critical thinking to move past their competition, use the resources around them and their employees, and resolve tasks in a way that projects them forward efficiently. My example for an efficient manager would be my choreographer from my grade 10 musical Fame, where she had to use her skills to make sure that we knew all our choreography for our production that we would put on in December. And we had to know every step and every song. We had a scheduled section at least once a week where we would spend that time working through our choreography, where we had 10-minute breaks and she would go over every step and make sure that every member of the chorus was able to produce a great step and learn the choreography in a time-efficient manner. Without our choreographer's time commitment, morale-boosting energy, and amazing managerial skills, we would not have had the production that we did. Our steps would have been all over the place and no one would have known their choreography, and we would have had a really bad show. Lastly, I'd like to touch on balance. I find that this is a key skill in management that you have to embody in every aspect of the job, making sure that you balance the tasks that you have to do with new tasks coming in and being all around balanced. Without balance, there wouldn't be anything done efficiently. Some things would weigh more heavily and other things would weigh less, and you'd just have a chaos of things and tasks that needed to be done that were not accomplished. Thank you for listening to my Pecha Kucha.